All right, all right, all right. Man, back to back streams. We are here again. It is, man, very cold, cold Wednesday. I don't care where you are in the United States right now. You are probably seeing snow for the very first time in your life, as I am. Well, not really, but it's kind of rare to see it in Florida. So, uh, anyways, we are live here, and I'm excited to share this one. Got to actually meet with the team. Gosh, has it been a year ago? And had a chance to sit down and learn about their on-chain shop. And you get to meet a lot of folks in this business that have all these great ideas. One of the things that I always feel is that they seem to lack that understanding of the industry and some of the needs that it would take for an everyday merchant to really use on-chain technology. And I was really impressed when I got to meet this team and super excited to share this with the community. Learn how they're leveraging our Circle developer platform. They'll go into some more details on that. But then also, hopefully, look at how you can now start to bring your businesses on chain and start selling products, managing products, everything in real time with full transparency. So, with all that being said, we have Ale and Morteza, co-founder, CEO droplinked. Is Ale, and Morteza is the co-founder and CTO of droplinked. Hey, how are you guys doing today?
Yeah, doing well, Sam. Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Awesome, awesome. Look, I'm super excited to jump into this whole presentation and really share all this with our audience. Why don't we just start off with a quick background? Ale, tell me, how did you and Marteza get to creating droplinked? What was some of like the most motivating factors you saw personally?
Yeah. Thanks for asking. So first off, again, Ollie S'more, co-founder and CEO. Morteza and I've actually been building together over the past 10, 11 years.
Mm,
We built various retail commerce tech that's helped us to unlock millions, if not, I would say, aggregate hundreds of millions of dollars in GMV for traditional merchants across the space. And something that really inspired us to changing the way that the landscape is really supported when it comes to SMBs and SMEs is giving them more impactful tools that give them ownership behind their data, their inventory, and their finances. And so the experiences that we had personally of having built marketing tech, SaaS tech, and retail tech for SMBs and SMEs really led us to the inspiration behind creating droplinked, which is an enabler for on-chain commerce to sell, settle, and lend with all the transparency that you want to provide to third parties. And for us, it's really important to be able to provide the tools and evolve the commerce space at a macro level by bringing it on chain. And I think that's something that over the past, I would say 3-4 years has really evolved significantly based on the technology and the experiences that we had early on in the space, having built on Ethereum in 2017 and 2018, where things were just not mature enough to run a traditional business and do a lot of things on chain with the levels of abstraction and simplicity that have evolved over the last couple of years. So yeah, that's kind of the backstory, but I'll leave some room for Morteza to kind of give his perspective and insight on why he decided to tackle the on-chain commerce sector with me.
No, that's awesome. And shout out to all the viewers. I see Rockin' Free World. Yes, yeah, great for you to join us today. That's awesome. Yeah, Morteza, yeah, give me your perspective. Great intro, by the way, Ali. That was interesting.
You're on mute, man.
Sorry. So yeah, Morteza, co-founder and CTO of droplinked. Yeah, in my perspective, I think having using Web3 in context of like enabling third parties to work in transparently and efficiently with each other has been very well neglected. And there are a lot of sectors in the industry that is very, very, very needed. And e-commerce has been, I think, the most obvious one. And things like affiliate networks or co-selling has been for years not touched, and the way it works is like can be enormously changed and can enable millions of people to efficiently and better and more transparently monetize their efforts on Onchain. And that just triggered me to just push this idea to Ali, and like then we started droplinked. So if you don't mind, I think it's better that I share this slide so you get better perspective of whatever droplink is.
I love it. I love it. I'm really happy to go into it. Yeah, while he go ahead and gets that screen up, huge shout out if you're looking to build, definitely circle.com/Discord. You can really meet a lot of the folks that come on this series. I know Ale, Morteza's in there, and the rest of the team. And we could point you into all the directions, start building. Morteza, I see that your screen is ready, so I'm going to go ahead and hop over right now and let you take over the show.
Awesome. Thank you, Sam. So droplink stands for decentralized registration of products linked to smart contracts. And I give you a little bit of history of e-commerce. E-commerce has come a long way in half a century of existence. It started with basic business document exchange in the 70s, and around 20 years after, it was the start of e-shops and massive marketplaces such as Amazon in the 90s. And then Google revolutionizing discovery of products and sellers. Around 20 years after, the social shopping era started. And the likes of Shopify and Stripe enable new form of e-commerce. And now, with the technologies such as blockchain and AI, we have to think again about e-commerce and considering how AI disrupting human work, finding new platforms for how we work and collaborate is necessary. So, new commerce advancements got to allow people with different skill set to join together for forming a business and sharing their expertise and transparently get reimbursed for their effort. We call this community commerce, and droplink is a community commerce platform. Basically, it is a personalized shopfront maker which with support of smart contracts can take the commerce into another level. In coming slides, I'm gonna quickly go over droplink features in 3 sections. So most importantly, Web3 as the core of community commerce. And then I go through our internal and external integration and APIs and embeddability for our developer audience. And at the end, of course, I go through AI. I mean, any product without AI this age probably shouldn't exist. So, yeah. So about Web3 tools and features. So our Web3 journey starts with a drop or digital registry of product. This generates an NFT for your digital or physical product, and NFT can be used for proof of different things in different stages. Can be proof of ownership, proof of transfer, proof of authenticity, etc. You can also use that NFT for receiving royalty on secondary sales, or you can create loyalty program through defining promotional campaigns for holders of your NFT products. You can do NFT gating, which is exclusive product access based on a specific NFT ownership, and you can use our mint to merge, which is an exclusive community mechanism that they can modify your product offerings only with their own community NFTs. And finally, co-selling and tracking, which is our first gateway to community commerce. And I explain it in more details in coming slide. So in commerce, generally many parties collaborate to deliver some sort of values at various stages, from ideation and production to sales, delivery, and after sales supports. We call these contributors value add service provider, or VAS, in our platform. We want to replace inefficient legacy and often opaque contracts between these parties with the smart contracts, where every value add party transparently and efficiently offer and track their contributions. Co-sellers or affiliate seller are first type of value add service that we made an on-chain process for it, and it goes as follows. So it starts with the owner drop or mint NFT out of a product and its metadata. We create an NFT for every single physical product. Next step, owner can whitelist any co-seller that requests for selling. And by approval, co-sellers will have access to sell function of minted NFT. And on droplinked, automatically they can add them into their shop. When it is sold in their shop, contract receive the money and distribute the money to owner and value add service provider, in this case co-sellers, immediately. This whole process gives full transparency and enable influencers to start their retail shop with their own identity and adding products to their shop without classic bureaucratic processes. So the other things about our Web3 feature, which is most importantly, of course, I want to mention, is the payment and the treasury. Of course, as payments, we gotta accept all sort of fiats and major cryptos. We even accept ERC20, BRC20, and SPL tokens that integrate with us as payment option. However, almost none of our clients that actively trade products using cryptos or tokens want to keep their treasury in non-stable coin cryptos. And that's where USDC comes into the picture. At droplinked.com, upon creation of an account, every owner gets access to programmable wallet, which is powered by Circle. By having this wallet, you can obtain that upon receiving money, automatically converting it to USDC. And this ensures that crypto market fluctuation won't affect your business. So, in our next topic, I'm gonna go through our integratability and embeddability and APIs stuff that we have. We have partnered with third-party services to make e-commerce journey even easier. In print and production on-demand service, droplinked lets you easily choose and modify hundreds of products and start selling them immediately. If you have your own inventory at home or in a warehouse, automated shipping provider helps you easily set up shipping processes with our integrated service providers. And we support global shipping as well. We have other stuff such as fancy 3D shop maker or digital product passport provider and etc. that you can just enable them with a couple of clicks in our dashboard. About our embeddability. Here we have embeddable product and payment tiles where you can add it to any website, weblogs, or emails, and to facilitate payments and purchases of your products. As well, we have payment and invoice link. Also, it gives you a QR code. So next time you are sending an invoice, they can pay it with a couple of clicks instead of going through the pain of pasting account details from PDF into banking app, etc. So it makes it a lot easier. And the most developer-friendly part of the presentation, and the holy grail for integration, of course, is like our headless integration. We have full set of private APIs that let you manage your entire back office inside your own application. Of course, you don't need to implement all of those because we have At droplinked.com, you can access a user interface for managing it all, but in case you are needing partially or fully build that into your own platform, you are welcome to. And we have full set of as well shopfront APIs that you can integrate your products and collection into your own website or more immersive environment like games or VR or chatbots, etc. And we have as well a Next.js boilerplate template that is built upon this shopfront API. So if you are a developer wanting to build your own e-commerce shop idea, etc., it's a good project to start. It's an open source, hosted in GitHub. You can just search it and find it and start using it. And finally, AI. So first thing I want to mention, I mean, we all have to take AI seriously. So our entire development team is on AI, and we have increased our efficiencies enormously. And that's how we have built this much stuff so quickly. 5 major things related to AI that we are pursuing, and they are very interesting, are here. First thing that is going to be released next week is automatic shop generation with one prompt. This creates all designs, writings, and also few print-on-demand products for you that if you haven't had any e-commerce experiences, give you a very good head start. That is just set everything up and make it ready in matter of a couple of minutes.
Wait, Morteza, can I pause you for a second there?
Sure,
hold on. Did you just say that you all are releasing something where it's a prompt to create an entire e-commerce store? Did I just hear that?
Exactly. Yes. So
whoa. All right. I'm sorry. That was pretty awesome. All right, you can go on with the show now. I just had to make sure I heard that correctly.
Sure. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's a groundbreaking stuff, and we have been working for an extended period of time, but finally it came into fruition with like advancement of LLMs and also cost. So you have to be very
okay. All right, drop link for the developer people. Hand clap for that one. All right, let's go.
Thank you very much. So it's going to be released probably next week. Make sure we are checking our LinkedIn or X account for the announcement if everything goes fine. And yeah, with one prompt you get access to full-fledged shopfront that's like also having 3 print-on-demand products in it, and you can just sell it and earn money immediately.
Man, for y'all listening in, I mean, Morteza's talking like this is just like everyday activity. This is incredible. We're gonna have to reconnect when that launches because I need to play around with that. That's awesome.
Sure.
That's awesome. Good job. Shout out to the Droplink team.
Thank you very much. I mean, probably the next 4 things also surprise you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm emphasizing on AI and how it changed like interaction of us with tools. So, I mean, these all 4 are all groundbreaking. Some more than the others.
All right.
So the second
Let me get my coffee ready. Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. So the second thing will be droplinked assistant, which gives you a chat interface to the entire shop management system. This is also another level tool that like you don't need to go find a specific user interface for like modifying a product or like modifying certain value. It's a full chat interface and it does things for you. We have so far built a RAG system that it can answer your question, but like we are in the process of making it automatic. So you don't need to ask the question and get answer where I find things, but it just does things for you. And we are expecting it in a Q2 this year, if everything goes fine, probably toward the end. Third thing is, as I mentioned before, we have a Next.js boilerplate for public shopfront APIs. Here we have used the RAG-based system again to use that project and customize the shop by large language model the way user wants. So this is, I think, is the most groundbreaking feature that we have on AI. So to create a more visual presentation for you, it will be like you are receiving a shop, and you are typing to ChatGPT, you can write to our prompt, and you can modify any part of the shop visually by this tool that we are giving. So this probably put us like in comparison with all the very strong CMSs in the market in terms of customizability, because you can change your entire shop front with this prompt. And the fourth thing is dynamic smart contract based on every shop needs and custom collaborations. This is another fantastic feature, but it needs also gigantic research work and most probably will come into existence next year. So the way our contracts right now work is based on the fixed set of rules that we have identified, and it works just like the co-selling that I mentioned, or it can be on some scenarios, different services like warehousing, production, things like that we can anticipate and create contract for it. But in our newer feature, our large language models can create these smart contracts on the go based on your needs. And our final feature, which is also coming this year, is human level marketing communication and support, handling customer communication in email and social media. We have built a bot, and it's in the beta version that works closely with a droplink shop. So it has the idea of what is your shop and what is your goal and what you are selling. And it can directly start to write to people in different social media or answer the customers that you have in different social media and your email based on the goals that you define for your shop. This is a beta version with limited social media support right now, and it will be released also before, probably before end of Q1 or early Q2. So that's also about AI, and that's pretty much. So that was the features of droplink that are cooler. I just emphasize more on what you want to more hear than the basic e-commerce stuff, but of course we are supporting all sort of inventory management and different life cycle of product through e-commerce tools that other people have, but since it's like normal, I didn't go through them. Okay,
Man.
Sam and that was my presentation.
Man, that was good. That was good. I'm really looking forward to some of this this AI integration. I mean, folks, very soon you have no excuse for not doing something. I mean, you can create a whole store just by talking to a chat bot. You said you can customize the layout and everything. Is that what you?
Yeah, exactly. That's the hardest part, actually. But yeah,
that's the hard. That is the hardest part. But you all are doing it. And then you mentioned the APIs, developers. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a whole nother segment, like just on detailing how developers, businesses can start to, integrate this technology. I'm serious. I mean, there's a lot of folks out there that are selling online right now. I think online shopping is going to have a huge growth in the coming years, as even just social shopping. Just people, shopping online. They're on Instagram, X, YouTube shopping. And so I really think that, this is going to deserve like a whole nother walkthrough and workshop. So good stuff. Ale, I mean, you got a tough one to come behind there. Let's.
He's my partner in crime, right?
I see. It's the reason why you all are co-founders, man. I see it. There you go.
So I'll do the more layman's version of helping people understand, like opening up a shop in seconds, being able to do all the standard things that you would expect out of some of the industry standard players there today. I'll actually do like a platform walkthrough and walk us through what that looks like to have a shop front, have products listed, whether it's a product on demand or a product you've already created that you want to list and sell, or even digital items actually. So we enable all of that through this infrastructure and the tools that we provide as a platform. And you know, the beauty of where things are going is that we want people to be able to be empowered by coming on chain and having all the tools that they need to run and operate their business in the most cost-effective way. And that's a real evolutional change in the commerce space overall. And it's a bit of the ethos behind of why we build and do what we do, right? Obviously, like creating these tools and empowering businesses to own their data, own their inventory, and be able to better attribution and transparency behind who they're working with and giving them that control. That's the beauty of bringing things on chain that we're providing through the infrastructure that we built.
No, I think it's great. And global shops. I remember several years ago, I met with some of the team from ASIC, and they released a shoe. They're working with Solana, I believe, and we're accepting USDC worldwide. And just having the conversation of what that means as a business, you know, as far as your treasury management, to be able to, you know, leverage, you know, the token contracts, smart contracts, to really accept and sell anywhere in the world, and to have everything just come down right into USDC. I mean, it's a game changer. It's a huge game changer. So very excited to see droplinked in action. So whenever you're ready, you go ahead and get your screen ready. Once again, folks, circle.com/Discord. Come join the community. Come and hang out. Me, myself, Javi. We have our DevRel. We have Corey Cooper, Blessing, Adesiji, Elton. We have Jenna Teeman on our team that are all there inside of Discord. Huge shout out to Javier, who is right now our brand new exciting manager in the community. So lots of great stuff. Circle.com/Discord. Super easy for you to find and follow. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll go ahead and switch screens over.
Yeah, let's go ahead and fire it up, Sam. Thank you.
All right.
Awesome. Yeah, so I pulled up a few of our client shops just to showcase exactly like how this works. So this is one of our clients from the Solana ecosystem. They are working with us with their own native token. They've created a whole set and series of products on demand. Again, this is an interface that's completely customizable. It could be on a black schema, on a white schema, different colorways. And this is another one of our clients, Unstoppable Domains, that's using us. And they're actually using the logic of badging and gating based on certain criteria. So when you think about
really
what is that
looking.
Yeah, the interface is really easy to use, very standardized around what you would experience at any other traditional commerce site, where when you go to checkout, see the price, you'd be able to then either purchase it in credit card and or crypto. And it's all basically staged in a very comfortable environment that you would be used to. But in this case of gating and using the on-chain logic, so back to what Morteza was referencing with smart contracts. So what Unstoppable is doing is actually issuing and selling some level of IP, in this case being TLDs, right? Domain level URLs. And so with that on-chain identity, what they are doing is allowing for their community to connect their wallet, prove which IP or asset that they own. And say if I own Ollie.x or Ollie.nft, I would prove that I own that. That would dynamically display, and it uses this invention we've created, which was Mint to Merge, as Morteza mentioned earlier, which would create a unique one-of-one product that gets authenticated and produced with a product ownership record that gets then claimed by the customer upon checkout. And so this one-of-one item now is sustainable. It's not being wasteful. It's proven in its ownership with records on chain. And then if they decide to sell or transfer that, we can actually account for royalties based on the IP owners if that ever transfers ownership as well. So there's a lot of logic
I
behind.
love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. And so like even if you're like if you're an artist and you know like you said you sell your digital art piece
Mhm.
online and somebody wants to come to the store and turn it into a cup or a t-shirt or whatever they want to turn it into, you can have it set up where you still get royalties from that.
Exactly, and actually referencing artists, bring up one of the artists we worked with. So Hungry Artist, she actually did this for her community where
Come
she
on,
did a
man.
generation of almost, I want to say 10,000 NFTs, sold them all out. This was during like the last bull run, but what was pretty exciting was that she incentivized her community where if you were a holder and you owned 8 of those NFTs, she gated this where you could prove, connect your wallet, unlock this item, and claim a one of one color painting that she did herself as almost like an Easter egg experience. And these are some of the incentives of bringing your inventory on chain and being able to use droplink to enable how you distribute with your community to do commerce.
All right, man. Let's pause again here. Let's pause. And see, you all are giving me too much. I only got coffee right now. It's early in the morning. Uh, this
You're
is
gonna have to transition over to a Red Bull now.
yeah, right. Because this is pretty neat, man. I know seriously. I really like this. I really like this because, um, I keep telling people I think loyalty programs is
Mhm.
something that hasn't really been explored to the full. People kind of dismiss it, I feel, in the crypto space, and I get it, right? I get it. I get it. When you look at let's say maybe some of these big brands, right? They might be slow to adopt it, right? They might, their values are kind of negating their loyalty. But when it comes to, I feel like, especially independent shops, small business
Yeah.
owners, businesses that are looking to get an advantage, like, get your advantage in the space. I feel like something like that's great, where this artist was able to now, basically re-engage with her supporters, give
Yeah.
them a one-on-one. And what that opens up, what people don't realize is that relationship, that when that artist puts out something new, they're like, you know
Yes.
what? I'm willing to, continue, being brand loyal. And people are brand loyal. People are brand loyal. And what this opens up is for individuals become, basically really start to maximize their brand. So yeah, that's pretty neat. I love it.
Yeah, and to kind of double click into that actually quickly. So today a lot of these SMBs and SMEs have to go and search for multiple solutions or install multiple applications to solve that. But by doing and bringing that inventory on chain, that automatically enables a lot of these functions and features that they can take advantage of, which is why on-chain commerce is so powerful when you take
Hmm.
advantage of these types of functions and features. And that was a bit of the incentive and driver for why we do what we're doing, is because the technology itself does so much, but you need the application layer to abstract
Hmm.
away the complexities. And that's what we've been laser focused on this last year, is helping any SME or SMB to use these tools to take advantage of these features, to understand who their best customers are, who are their loyalists, and then how do you interact with them? How can you even find that next customer who may have bought your item secondhand? With product records on chain, now you can begin to identify that. And that's something that we support with something that Morteza touched on, TPP records, so digital product passport records. That's the underpinnings of the inventory that can be brought on chain and transferred to your customers, and baking in these royalties and these mechanics around how do you redistribute earnings and incentives back to the original IP owner or the original business that was putting that out there.
Yeah, that's really neat. That's really neat. Yeah, I think that what you all have built here is exciting. It's exciting, and we definitely should do more in the form of, I think, like when I was talking to Marteza when he was doing his segment, we can do more to more workshops on helping developers to kind of onboard and integrate this into stores. become an expert,
Yeah.
you know, help to bring businesses on chain, you know?
Yeah, actually, so I wanted to do a quick, there's another half of this that I wanted to show quickly to the audience, which is what I just showed you is the consumer facing side of the platform. But if you as a merchant and you're setting up and you're wanting to do this with no code and low code tools, we've enabled all this on the back office. So I just fired up my screen share, if you don't mind,
All right.
Sam.
Yeah, let me go back over.
Yeah.
All right. You're ready to go.
Yeah, so this is the back office where you're able to kind of track and see the performance of how you're doing and what months are doing well and what products are doing well. But inside your management panel, when you're setting up your account, again, this is all ready. You do not have to be technical to do this. And what you're able to do is custom set a DNS and URL for wherever you would want to host that. If you want to be able to pull down API keys, you can actually do that. And we have full documentation that we highlight here underneath our Git book. So any developers who have questions, feel free to jump in and pull down the libraries, and we're here to help. But beyond that, for the non-technical audience here, what's exciting is, like we mentioned, like with the programmable wallets, anybody who signs up immediately can start accepting USDC right out the gate against ETH, Polygon, and Solana. And so we help to rebalance.
Let's give a quick shout out there. Anybody right there, nice and easy integration. Circle.com/Discord. You can go and learn more about how to integrate programmable wallets. All right, man.
Yep.
That was nice. Go ahead.
Yeah, so there's a nice little plug for y'all. And then again, like when you want to do the inventory on chain, we're agnostic. We've been supporting multiple ecosystems across the board. So you can go in and be able to connect your wallet and then have your product records and your actual assets that get distributed out to you, paid directly to your wallet. So that's a big enabler of being able to do this on chain. You can issue digital coupons if you want to reward your community with certain incentives and be able to give actual voucher codes. Beyond that, when you go to do the inventory itself, back to what Morteza was kind of talking about here, you know, you can create products on demand and design them in real time within the interface, list a physical product if you already have existing inventory or port it over from an existing database. Create the digital products if you're minting and offering IP on chain, and even an IRL event. So if you want to do event ticketing, we provide all that within the interface. But I'm just going to quickly hint on the inventory itself. What's interesting about this is once you create a product set, you go in, all of this metadata, like the title, the description, the price, the image, that all gets IPFS hashed and put on chain so it can be retrieved publicly or privately, depending on how you want to enable third parties to access this. But then you have your variants where you have the wholesale cost, retail cost, so all the traditional things that you would see when you're used to a regular e-commerce site. However, there's this component of dropping things on chain, right? And so when you drop it on chain and you choose the chain that you want to be able to attribute it to, you can add an affiliate piece saying if somebody purchases this item and I'm working with a third party, I'll be willing to pay them a percentage of that payout. That automatically gets settled based on the tokenization of the inventory on chain, and a royalty, as we talked about earlier. If there's a secondary sale and that proof of ownership gets transferred on that product record, we have to enable that. And so all of this gets done and reported on chain without ever having to actually even understand the logic behind a smart contract, right? So if I have my wallet connected, loaded up, immediately I can record this inventory on chain. So I'm just kind of showing you some of the foolproof ways that we put forth, kind of the rail ways to take advantage of that. And then back to order management, say you have orders flowing in, you want to be able to see how that's getting confirmed. You're able to see all that within the interface and see your orders, see how that's being shipped out, and then how they're paying. So, from that perspective to the last part of the no-code tools, being able to design that interface today is done here, where you're able to change a header, a banner, a footer, UI, the color set. You're able to do all these things within the interface. But soon you're going to be able to prompt and do all of this within a couple of lines of text and be able to pop up product tiles, have that posted out on a social, be able to share a product in real time, be able to do all of this in a very seamless way. that allows you to run your business on chain, and abstracting away the complexities by just having a chat interface that you interact with. So yeah, just to let the team know at Circle that we've been incredibly excited to be able to build with the community and be able to really simplify the ways that people can price their inventory and understand that that is a stable unit of currency when they're pricing it in dollars, but then be able to use the cost efficiencies of minimizing merchant processing when they do that checkout. So, you know, that's been a big driver for us, which is like, how do we do these on and off ramp railways with stable coins to enable on-chain commerce to be cost effective? And so it's been, this last year has been a year of building, and then this year is a year of go-to-market execution that we're really excited about, and really want to encourage other builders to come build with us. So we have a full suite of sandbox APIs. We want people to be able to contribute what they want to add as a value add service provider. So another VASP, where you can offer your inventory, you can offer your digital goods or your services on chain to other businesses and third parties that want to work with you.
No, this is really great. This is really great. And so going back to the beginning, I mean, did you have like a background in dealing with these like commerce stores, because you seem to have a really good understanding of some of the back end requirements that are needed.
Yeah. So I mean, we've been building retail tech over the last decade.
Wow.
Not to age ourselves too much, but we both probably have way too much gray hair from having built products and shipping them constantly.
Yeah.
And so for us, that was part of the experience of evolving this space, moving away from the deprecated tech that we've all been kind of bound to using over the years. And then even beyond that, I mean, just a little bit of backstory on myself. I had a denim brand that was actually stocked at 50 boutiques nationwide, at Bloomingdale's at one point, and I had
Hey man, talk your talk, baby. Talk your talk. You know what? Yeah. Talk that talk. Yeah, I was in Bloomingdale's.
Muscle memory, let's put it that way.
Man, no, that's cool. Bloomingdale's. My man said Bloomingdale's. Man.
That was fun times. And it was a great experience of being a D2C brand, going to market, scaling, building a community, and understanding the types of tools that you need to get ahead, and just the pain points that I dealt with back then, and just being able to like use blockchain and on-chain technology to evolve this. It's been exciting. So that's my part of the story. And then Morteza, he himself has been doing lots of like computer vision tech, and even beyond that, a lot of infrastructure tech. But I'll let him speak for his background and experience of why, you know, he's been a driver in the space.
Yeah, sure. Like, I mean, not as specifically on e-commerce, but like, yeah, I mean, kind of specifically in e-commerce. But together with Ali, we were like, what we were doing, we were working with a lot of different affiliate networks. And I think for me, it was biggest driver because, as Ali was saying, we would experience this broken technology and very opaque. Like there is no transparency, and like it was very hard to deal with each and every one of them. And that's how people get pushed out of the business, because now you just see the social like a movement that every influencer has the power of selling. But these affiliate networks are like a right tools to serve them. So it has to be rethinked. And yeah, that was the base idea of building that. And then we slowly learned different pieces of the e-commerce and put the pieces together. But I think what helped us actually more intensely is like having a fresh idea about things, because when you are rigid, like when you are like when you think of something like in one specific way, you don't think that it's possible to do it in any different way. But I think in some components of our platform, like when like some people who have using a lot of different platforms come and use it, they say, oh, that's so simple. Why you have done it this way? I say, does it have any problems? I say, no. Then why you make your life harder? So they will like it actually, the way we have thought about a lot of these interactions. So,
nice. I want to give a challenge to everyone watching and who watches this live and sees the repeat. It's going to be streaming all day on X. Try this out. You know, like I want to feature some stories of businesses that have integrated droplink, tried it out. You know, let me know how you used it. Let me know how you've, maybe, took your loyalty program, started a loyalty. Maybe you never had a loyalty program, never thought you could do one, and now you've created your own loyalty program. I want to see some stories. I want to see some experimentations with this. Especially even for all you artists out there. I mean, they said, the NFTs are gone. No, it's evolution right now. There's an opportunity to, really, create art, sell it, and build your brand. So we're in the era of the brand building now. Everybody can build a brand. So I really want to thank you both for joining today. Once again, for all that are here, you want to get on the show, you want to stream, you want to do all this stuff, join our Discord, circle.com/Discord. This is where we all hang out. Holla at Javi. We do workshops there. We have our DevRel there to help you with tech support. So very, very exciting news. And I'll give another plug. If you want to learn more background about Droplink, more about Ale, make sure to get ready to tune in for an upcoming Builder Series podcast that's coming up. It should be coming out in the next couple of weeks. Going to be spotlighting himself and Droplink, giving a little more detail, more insights into the man, the myth, the legend that's helped build Droplink. So that's Builder Series. It's going to be available on anywhere that Spotify, Apple Podcasts are available, and of course on YouTube. Looking forward to it. So thank you again so much to everybody watching. Appreciate you all hanging out. I see we got just around 200 folks here live listening in. Appreciate it. Continue to share, engage, and we'll take care. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Take care.